Have you ever been chasing a 2-time, only to suddenly get stunned in front while screaming at your monitor, "How on earth was that a backstab?" Yeah, me too. But it's not magic, it's not an exploit, and it's definitely not a skill issue. It's a hitbox trick. And today I'm going to teach you exactly how to do it. Let's get into the math of the lag. Here's the thing. When you're being chased, what you see on the screen is a lie. You're not where you think you are, you're a little behind. There is a tiny delay between your visual character and your server-side hitbox. Especially if you're playing on 100 or above ping, 2x dagger has a 0.3 seconds wind-up. And because of the network delay, when you start your stab, the game is calculating your position slightly behind where you actually are. Right as the killer catches up and physically runs into your character model, the game's code gets confused and counts it as a backstab because hitboxes are crossing. Essentially, the killer is backstabbing themselves by sprinting directly into your front. If it sounds confusing, and I bet it is, look at this. It's a game where players with highest tier animals can duel each other, and who gets most tail bites wins. And you see, one opponent definitely didn't get to the tail of the other one, but game counted it as tail bite because of slight network delay and hitbox. Forsaken, or better say Roblox in general, has literally same feature, except there's also a collision, which doesn't really matter. So how do we use it? First things first, don't mash your buttons. This trick stabbing requires some calculation based on your current ping. If you stab a little too early, the game either registers a front stab or total whiff. If you stab too late, the killer will easily react dodge and make you bite the dust. The secret formula is to turn on shift lock to lock your camera perspective forward while you do the thing. Then you walk backwards. Hear me out, walk, not sprint, because sprinting ruins your positioning and stab hitbox. Time the distance and push the button. If your timing is right, the killer gets frozen and you walk away. Calculation means you need to have the distance which killer will cross with the same time as your ping is. If it's 100, killer has to get to you in 100 milliseconds, plus minus 10. In general, that's all you need. And here's the best part. Even if you mess up your timing and hit a front stab, it's remarkably safe. You don't stun them, but you still regenerate 10 health. And since regular stabs have almost zero end lag, the killer can barely punish you for a miss, meaning you can immediately go right back to juking or running. Now, a quick public service announcement. Please, for the love of Spawn, stop trying to pull off those goofy 360 flick spin dash blink pro godlike tech tricker mega stabs you see on TikTok and Shorts. Technically, the principle of them is the same. You dash flick your camera on 180 and pray for a hitbox overlap. In reality, it almost never works. It requires impossible ping calculations. It is incredibly easy for any semi-decent killer to react and laugh at you. And most importantly, the end lag on a dash stab is a massive 2 seconds. If you mess up a flash lunge, you are left standing almost completely still, point blank to a killer, with your dagger on cooldown, maybe even without stamina, unable to sprint with only 80 max health. One gashing wound or walk speed override will make you question your life, even if you have second one, and your little aura farming attempt immediately turns into a lobby screen. Seriously, stop doing it. Same goes for infamous stairstab tech. You will fail and you will get cooked. The only additional stab that is actually worth your time is the regular dash stab. When you crouch and use your dagger, you quickly travel for some distance. Instead of using this on a killer who is focused entirely on you, wait until they are tunnel-visioned on your teammate. Position yourself at an angle. Using the triangle rule, calculate the time and cross the killer's path from the side as they sprint past. It triggers a perfect flank backstab, completely saves your teammate, and because the killer's focus was elsewhere, it's incredibly low risk, as killer usually keeps being focused on whoever they were chasing. Let's talk psychology. Most of experienced killers in this game have massive 2-time PTSD. They are terrified of getting trick-stabbed, so they will not rush you ruthlessly, and they will stop continuously, trying to bait your stab and demolish you. How do you exploit this paranoia? With mind games and a little luck. Test the killer's anxiety by using the shift lock bait. Flick your shift lock on and off for a split second. If the killer reacts by slamming on the brakes or backdropping to avoid a lunge, congratulations! You own their mental state. Bait them a couple of times to build a pattern, and right when they lower their guard or think you're just flexing your animation again, that's when you strike. As Classic says, never let anyone, even yourself, know your next move. Just make sure you track their M1 cooldown so you don't get hit mid-bait. Before you go try this in a live lobby, you need to know who not to fight. If you have Sixer as the killer, do not try this at home and at the round. Because his hitbox is absolutely massive, 9 times out of 10 the game will completely deny the backstab detection and you'll find yourself out of round before you can say Quidditch. 1x is also the absolute nightmare. They just spam projectiles because 1x is brain dead. Nerf 1x. Cool Kid and Noli are highly unpredictable. For some reason, the laws of the universe dictate that the exact frame you go for a trick stab, a Cool Kid will drop Corrupt Nature or Noli will launch Nova, making you whiff in the air, get slowed and doomed right after. Keep that weird cosmic timing in mind. The ideal target is Slasher. He has 0 projectiles and is forced to play your mechanical game, trying to avoid getting trick-stabbed and rush you down. John Doe is also a solid target, but keep his long M1 lunge distance in mind when calculating your backward walk. Same with Nosferatu, as they have relatively similar attack range. Finally, just in case you find yourself on the other side of this matchup, here is how you shut down such type of a trick stabber as a killer. First way is to just not panic. If the survivors have 0 coordination and you're good at stamina management, just take the stun. Seriously, that's not a death sentence. Rush them down, eat the trick stab, and then use the next 25 seconds while their kit is reset to hunt them down. If you're good enough, a 2-time cannot survive a prolonged chase with his 80 health. Second way, which is the most effective, is the side chase. Just don't chase a 2-time in a perfectly straight line. Turn your shift lock on and run slightly to their left side. This slightly angles your hitbox away from their backward trajectory and gives you plenty of time to react when they swipe. And third way is to space your M1 carefully. Bait their positioning, maintain an arm's length distance, try to attack them time from time and wait until they whiff a stab. Eventually it will happen. Also, killers have their abilities. Slasher can use Behead to give Helpless for 10 seconds, giving time to not panic at all. Cool Kid has Walk Speed Override, which is high risk, high reward, but anyways. Noli has Nova, 1x needs 14 nerfs, and Nosferatu can just use Hunter's Feast to get things hard. At the end of the day, trick stabbing isn't about being a flashy tryhard, it's just about understanding network latency and outsmarting the person on the other side of the screen. Drop a comment below letting me know which killer you love trick stabbing the most, and please, for the love of the meta, nerf 1x. Cheers out.